Okay, welcome to my 100% playthrough of base Ganymede. This is E1M8. This is a very, very interesting level, so I wanted to spend a little bit of time just to talk through it first. So I'm going to take you through the general mechanics of the level, then I'm going to show you how to complete the level or my completion of the level, and I'll talk a little bit about strafe running at the end, so stay on to the end if you want to see that. First thing is the mechanics of the level. So in this level, you've only got 5 monsters, so it seems like it might be straightforward, but it's actually not. You've got a caged spider mastermind over in this section, who kind of looks out over the whole area and will hit scan you wherever possible. So the idea is to kind of work your way around the level and over to the spider mastermind before you die. The only weapon you get is a shotgun, so you can pick up the shotgun and then you progress down here. As you walk around this side of the level, you will open a wall here. So just get away from the crusher, wall opens, and then you walk into this teleporter. So all of the floors you see of this type are hurting floors in this level. They are 20 damaging, which is pretty significant, but it doesn't really matter here because if you end up in the pit, there's no way to get out, so you will die. Once you've teleported from there onto this teleporter, you run across the rail into the teleporter on the other side. This will bring you to the platform with the caged spider mastermind. You're trying to get to a teleporter on the other side of this platform. But if you try and run around, you're going to get targeted by the spider mastermind and shot. There is an imp on this little pedestal in the middle of the pit. If you get that imp to fire a projectile at you, it will hit the spider mastermind, and once hit, they will be distracted, and it gives you the opportunity to run through the kind of crossfire and get to the teleporter on the other side. When you enter this teleporter, you will see an imp in front of you. You shoot the imp. When you pass the imp, you will see a pinky on this elevator. Get onto the, shoot the pinky, get onto the elevator. Try and get into the elevator so you get some cover from the spider mastermind while you're killing the pinky on the elevator. And that brings you up to here. You need to get past the crusher here, so either really quickly run under it or run around it. And this is the really difficult bit of the level, is you need to get past this object here. You're kind of hanging out over the pit and you don't want to fall. You're under pressure because the spider mastermind is firing at you, but you need to work your way around that. And once you're over here, you've got access to this ledge. And if you run across this ledge into the final teleporter, you teleport into the cage and you will telefrag and kill the spider mastermind. If you haven't killed the last imp over here, you can shoot them now at this stage, but most likely they will have been killed by either you or the spider mastermind on the way. And then you get to the final switch, so you can interact with this to finish the level. Okay, so that's how the general mechanics of it work. It's a very, very interesting level, so let's have a quick playthrough now. Okay, so let's get going. Strafe jump, pick up the rifle, run past here, trigger the door to open, wall to open, run across the ledge into here, get the imp to distract the spider demon, kill the imp, lower the lift, get on the lift to get some cover from the spider mastermind. Get past there, and then run across in here, telefragging the spider mastermind. It's as simple as that when it works well, but it does take a bit of grinding to get there. Very interesting level, really enjoyed that. Particularly just the mechanics of that, and just kind of grinding a short level that's fun can be very enjoyable. Okay, so just a quick point I wanted to make before we got into the level here is just around strafe running and running off platforms. So in this level, we've got the spider mastermind over there. So if we run into this section, we stop here to pick up the gun, we reverse back out, and then we run along the platform. It's a relatively slow process, and where time is critical to stay out of the line of sight of the spider mastermind, it's a bit slower than we would like. So a better way of managing this is to try and strafe run across that platform and run off it onto the lower platform without needing to go around the edges. So an interesting point of this, if you run directly off, I cannot make that jump. I just can't reach the platform on the other side. So maybe there's somebody out there who's got enough skill to manage that, but certainly I find it very challenging and I've not been able to do it. However, one possibility here is strafe jumping. So strafe jumping is quite nice, where you're running forward at the same time as you're running sideways. So you're running with both the forward and left keys pressed down if you're using a keyboard. And then you can run much more quickly, and you can pick up the gun and run off the platform and land on the lower one without needing to go around the edges. So let's just look at what that looks like. That was it there. Just to say as well, it's very useful in this level because it limits the amount of time you're exposed to the spider mastermind. But more generally than that, it's quite a nice kind of training process for people like me who are not very good at this. Strafe running is a very, very useful tool in general on levels. Allows you to move quite quickly through some of the levels. This is a good point to practice it, because if you run straight off, you can't make that jump. So you can practice it here. It's quite nice as well that this kind of platform part of it occurs at the start of the level, so you don't need to work through the level to practice it. You can do it from here, and you can do what I've done as well. You can spawn in with no monsters and just practice that. So it's quite a nice little feature of this map, is practicing kind of strafe running and strafe running off platforms. So if you find that useful, I'd highly recommend you give it a go. Okay, see you in the next one.